How does an overheated engine look inside? This is, or better was, the spare engine of this Husaberg. But why was it overheating? The water pump wheel stopped turning, like I stopped turning around for girls when I got married. This is the water pump wheel, and it usually sits on this axle and is held by a pin here, so it turns with the axle. But the circlip rusted away completely, the water pump wheel slipped off a little bit and stopped turning. So let's see what's all damaged. The cylinder head looks quite good, I mean some carbon buildup here, but that's pretty normal. It's not disassembled yet, but yeah, nothing too bad on this one. This is the crankcase bearing, and here you can clearly see that it overheated. It's completely blue. That's not normal. It gets blue when it heats up. So this bearing is definitely destroyed and sounds pretty bad as well. The gearbox bearings are quite okay. In there sits this sleeve. That's pretty special on this. There's no cylinder with a coating inside. It's this sleeve you can just replace. And we got some pretty good scratches in there. But maybe with honing this would be reusable. I don't know. We won't rebuild this engine because it will be too expensive. This is the inner ring of the other bearing. Looks pretty good. Not heated up that much. And the whole crankshaft looks good actually. The... what's this called? Ploy? I don't know. It has no up and down play. Just the sidewards play, but that's normal. No up and down play. So maybe this won't survive, but I would never leave it in. Because we don't know if it got heated up. And it can be destroyed after 1 hour of running or so, and then you have to disassemble the whole engine again. So I would always replace this one. Yeah, this huge piston is completely destroyed. See, these scratches are pretty deep. You can feel it with the fingernails. And this one is completely toast. No way to reuse it. It definitely didn't survive all the heat. So all these small parts, gears and everything look pretty good. Nothing damaged. I mean, the water pump housing looks pretty bad, but that's pretty usual. The clutch is okay. So the worst is definitely the piston, the sleeve, and definitely the crankshaft bearing in here. But we had another problem with this engine. This is the disassembled gearbox. All gears in single pieces. We disassembled it because the third gear sometimes slipped or switched to the neutral. And we found out why. But let's see. To know why, it's pretty important to know how these gearboxes work. You see, here we got the grooves and here we got these things. And when you change the gear, they slip inside and take the other gear with it, or the other sprocket, what to say. So when you change the gear, this one slips into directions, and if it's like this, good. But here we get to the problem. These edges are round, and it seems like they were wearing off when changing gears, and if this edge is not sharp anymore and you change the gear and it goes in this groove, it can slip out, and I think that's what happened. This one is pretty good, and you see all sharp edges. That's how it's supposed to look. Not round on these edges, just sharp. Okay, here you can see it a little better. These metal pieces come together and just work like this. And when the edge is round and this angle not 90 degrees anymore, they can slip apart. And that's what happened when the third gear slipped out to neutral. So unfortunately, from the financial side, this engine is not worth to rebuild because, I mean, basically because of the bad gearboxes and the bad gears. Because, I mean, to rebuild it without the cylinder head, it would be about 2,000 euros for spare parts. And you get completely full rebuilt engines like new for 2,500 euros. And then I don't have to do all the work. So, I mean, yeah. Unfortunately, no rebuild video about this one, but I think it's pretty impressive to see what happens if the engine overheats. Subscribe, leave a comment, and see you in the next video. Ach Louis, immer die Drecklöcher. Mann, oh Mann.